Let's begin by standing still, bringing your feet into contact with the ground and just noticing the sensations of the feet in contact with the ground. So maybe that the floor beneath you is hard, or it might be soft, but just to tune into the feeling of the feet on the ground. And perhaps just bringing awareness through your body as if you were practicing a body scan, through the legs and the middle of the body, through the lower torso and upper torso, the hands and the arms, the shoulders and the neck and the head. Just to tune into all of the body now. So from the head coming back down and staying with the whole body and just noticing, how is it to be standing here? What's my experience? Not needing to do anything. Maybe just letting your hands drop down by the sides and standing. This is sometimes called mountain pose for those people who practice yoga. So we're standing like a mountain, steady and still and upright. And just noticing, how is this for me at the moment? And maybe the experience is changing somewhat from moment to moment. There may be fluctuations in our thoughts and in our body sensations. So just standing with these. And if we notice that our mind, our attention has wandered into thinking, then we can just acknowledge that and come back to the body. So we're invited to notice being pulled away by thought and coming back to the body. And now we're going to move into some gentle movements. Now, just to say that you're in charge here, so there may be some movements that are not what your body needs. If you've got an injury perhaps, or a chronic pain in a particular part of your body. And so if I'm leading a posture that it's not best for your body to engage with, then please listen to your body rather than to me. And you can either imagine the movement or adjust the movement to something that's workable. So taking attention now into the hands, noticing the feeling of the hands either side of the body, and inviting you to slowly bring the arms from your sides upwards. So just very slowly raising the arms and tuning into the experience of the arms being raised. You could turn the palms towards one another as they come upwards above the shoulders and to either side of your head, and just letting the palms be parallel to one another, either side of the head, and just noticing what, if anything's changed as you experience this posture in your body. And just allowing breathing to happen normally, not having to control what's happening in your breath, and just being open to receiving the experience of this moment. And now turning the palms outwards once again and slowly lowering the arms. And to tune into the experience of the arms as they lower. Maybe there's a little bit of aching or warming up in the arms. And bringing them back down by the sides and noticing the experience of standing in mountain pose once again. So at the end of the stretch, just to check in with how things are at the moment. What's going on right now? And so now moving into our next movement and inviting you to bring the right hand out from your sides, and as if you were going to pick a piece of fruit from a tree over to the right-hand side. So looking out to your right and leaning over to the right. You may find the left heel comes off the ground as you do this, stretching out to the right-hand side, as if the piece of fruit's just out of your reach. You can maybe stretch towards it a little, but not going beyond your limits. So leaning into the stretch, but not pushing beyond what's okay for your body, and seeing if you can listen to your body's feedback as the guide for how far you stretch. And perhaps with an out breath, just slowly lowering the right arm, coming down until it comes to rest by your side again, staying present to the sensations moment by moment. And now practicing this move to the other side, so looking out to the left-hand side and slowly raising the left arm to the imaginary tree just out of reach, and taking the perhaps taking the heel, the right heel off the ground, and stretching out to the left-hand side. Just having a play with it. So just playing with extending the stretch, maybe coming back a little bit if it's too far. So checking where your edge is, where your limit is, not going beyond that edge, but exploring the edge. What's this like? And now slowly lowering the left arm, bringing it down, back to our sides. And at the end of the movement now, just checking in with the whole body. If you like, anchoring with the breath or the feeling of the feet on the ground, just staying present. Now bringing our hands onto our hips. And inviting you to make a crescent shape with your body. So we can do this by just leaning out the hips to the right-hand side, bringing the body over to the left, the upper body over to the left. So it's a bit like you're making a crescent moon shape. And again, listening to your body's feedback, so only going as far as is right for your body in this moment. And just noticing where you might feel the stretch. Maybe there's an aching sensation in the lower back or in one of the hips. And if that feels workable to stay with, you might like to just breathe with that sensation. And if it becomes sharp, too much to bear, that may be a sign that you've gone far enough. And just easing off a little. And then perhaps with an out breath, coming back up to center, the hands still on the hips, and going to the other side. So the left hip extending outwards and the upper body leaning over to the right. So we're making this crescent shape body, the feet still staying planted as they are or as they were. Just taking a couple of breaths here. And now beginning to bring the body back into standing. And we can just let the hands now just come to drop by our sides again, back into mountain pose. And now seeing about some shoulder rolls. So you might like to bring your shoulders up towards your ears and rolling them back and down and round, and letting attention come into the shoulders. So just noticing, how is it in my shoulders right now? And luxuriating in the experience of having shoulders. Enjoying being conscious of the shoulders. And that doesn't mean it has to be a pleasant experience. Not needing to force anything. Just to tune into how it is and recognizing the remarkableness of being conscious of our bodies. And you might like to go the other way as well. Just try it the other way around. So coming up and forwards and down and round the back. Not having to go too fast, but choosing a pace that feels right for you at the moment. Knowing you can adjust. And at the end of the next set of shoulder rolls, just coming back into standing again. Just noticing any after effect of this movement. Checking in with the shoulders and opening out attention to the whole of the body now. And just noticing, how's my body now?